Yeah, it's a big deal fuel-wise as a part of it, but you got to pay to play. Like, I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do since I was little, and I enjoy it every day. I wouldn't trade it for $1 million. Say I'm Hunter Davis. I'm from Milan, Georgia. I have a 01 Peterbilt 379 with a 2025 Mac in dump. I pull fertilizer for a local fertilizer company and factor all my loads for Smart Freight. And then I use BulkLoads a lot to find my loads when I don't have work with the fertilizer company because it's seasonal. It's a 1999 6NZ. It's 550. Yeah. Caterpillar, you know. It's one that everybody wants, you know what I mean? Or yeah. Supposedly. It's supposed to be like the glory motor, you know, of Caterpillar. Y'all want to see the inside? And then look at the inside of my truck. It's pretty nice. I put that shifter in the shift knob. You know, I've put some of the chrome things on. This truck come from a girl named Maddie Graves that races drag racing. And this truck's on pit top already. So before I had it. It's got the Dual Revolution lights all over it. The whole truck lights up purple and orange. You know, you can run either one of them. I've put about 3 or 4 bumpers on it since I bought it. I have put some new mirrors on it, put some different lights here and there. But that's pretty much as is. I've changed just a couple of things on it. But yeah, it was a really nice truck when I bought it, and I tried to keep it clean. I just circle around. All right, so he said. Do you ever sleep back here? Sometimes I sleep in there. Not really, because I don't be trying to stay away from the house. You know what I mean? You know, I'll just be getting up. I get up about 2 o'clock in the morning. This is a 13-speed trip. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's got one of them hot rod motors in it, you know, and all, and it's got all them pipes and all that make it sound good. So these shifters, taller shifters, make it easier to shift.
Does it really?
Yeah, like them down here, you like right there, you know. These you can kind of just throw them in, you know. I just be chilling in there, you know. I get tired of shifting, you know, so much when it. But I don't ever really go through many towns, you know. I figured if I'm gonna work every day, I'm gonna have something nice to ride in. You know what I mean? I ain't finna ride around no shit and junk. I ain't doing that. I just ain't. You know what I mean? Because I rode in that Freightliner when I first bought it, and I didn't even know what it felt like to ride in a new truck. I mean, a nice truck. You know what I'm saying? And then I got this. I bought that other Freightliner a couple months, about a year ago. Man, I drove that truck home. That's all I drove it, and I sold it because somebody else was gonna drive it, and I said I don't even know if I could drive that even if I wanted to. It was spunking so bad. You know what I mean? This truck's just it's like Cadillac. You know, people like Cadillac big. You know, like I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And it's got that air ride. I can let the front end up and down based off that suspension gauge right there. I can let it up and down or whatever. You know, they call it pressing it out. You can get to, if you was at a truck show and just, you know, let it all the way out where the bumper scraped the ground, you know, if you wanted to. That's how they do that. So I got a little switch that up and down. It's kind of hot. Me, honestly. I guess if you were really penny pinching, you know, you would want the gas mileage or whatever. I've never had a truck like that, really, so I don't know how much of a savings that would be. You know what I mean? But I just had the motor built in this truck. It was $40,000 building motor. It was a Caterpillar. But I get 5 miles to the gallon, 5.5, whatever. I got to pay to play. You know what I mean? So I'd rather just look good than if you having to worry about saving that much, then you need to find something else to haul. You know, basically, I would say. I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a big deal fuel-wise as a part of it, but, you know, you may save, like somebody like that may say, it may be $100 or $200 a week, maybe, you know, at the end of the week, if that, you know, so. I just love good-looking trucks, which now, I always wanted to drive a big truck. I don't drive a big truck. I didn't want to drive a big truck when I was little for money.
I wanted to drive a big truck because I was infatuated with them. I didn't want to get into trucking because I thought that it was making good money. I got into trucking because I like trucks. You know what I mean? And that's a lot the difference between me and a lot of folks is I like big trucks. You know, I got a picture when I was a little kid on my bed, and I even got it on my phone. I'll show it to you. It says, I want to drive a big truck when I get older in kindergarten. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I have always wanted to drive a big truck my whole entire life. Like, I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do since I was little. And I enjoy it every day. I wouldn't trade it for $1 million. I mean, I just love trucks, you know. I get tired of it after I ride, and, you know, I get about 20 miles down the road, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to turn around and go back, you know. But after about, you know, a week or two of not being in it, no, I'm ready to drive my truck. You know, I just love driving my truck, you know, and I love driving this truck. It gets a lot of head turners, you know. I mean, you know, people's look everywhere you go, especially when it's clean. Now, when it gets dirty or whatever, I've been in the quarry or whatever time or two, you tell people won't, but you get it cleaned up on the interstate. I was on the interstate, I was on 75 the other day, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And there was a truck come up beside me and slowed down, come out. I was like, what are they doing? And a girl had her hand out the window. She was videoing, we had the camera flash on her phone. So, you know, people just like it. I like that, you know, because I like trucks. And, you know, I mean, hell, who wouldn't, you know? So, if y'all seen the places I've been up in, shoot, that driveway ain't shit compared to what I've been up in. He didn't even have to call me about that driveway. You know what I mean, Jonathan? I could have, shoot, that was wide, you know, to me. There was one of them out there, I bought that trailer. It wasn't this one, it was another one. That fender, I bent that fender out, Tim Bond, the DA. I hauled his line to him, you know, the district attorney. So I know all these farmers, all these people, you know. But I hauled his line to him in his field. They told me to go out there, and I said, we're going to take the fence down for me to get in there, you know, because it was so little. But I made it in that jugger and then got stuck out there. I come back out of there, and that post, I just did bend a fender like that. So I got home, and I had a buddy of mine had a buggy, you know, the North Star, whatever, with the brung winch on the front of the Polaris. Well, I said, hey, I had one too, and I just sold it. So anyway, that's irrelevant. But the reason why I say that is because I bent my bumpers all the time because it's so low, and I used my buggy to to pull them out. You know, I had the winch on front and just sit there and go, and it pulls it back out. You know, and it look like it ain't. That bumper's been bent bad up there. You can't tell, can you? Cause I bent it back out good. So I had sold mine, and I said, damn, I'd call Rusty come out. So Rusty come over there and had his to hook his winch up to it. Hey, we pulled that baby out. Got us a little rubber hammer. And Rusty said, shoot, can't even tell. I said, no. I said, sure can't. So anyway, I was so mad about that because them fenders, if you bend them fenders or a deer, well, my thing is deer running out and running up under there and taking them out. Because I didn't have one to do that on that 2019 Eastern trailer. And you can't find, you can't go get them fenders fixed like they are right now factory. If it happens, I want it to look like it looks right now. I don't want it to look like put back together like, oh, this is good. I want it the right way. Mac or East or whatever, you can't buy their parts like that from nobody but a dealer that sells them. You can't buy them from Mac or East. So you got to have, and say, I bought this trailer in Oklahoma, and I bought that trailer in Kentucky at Martin's Peterbilt, and anyway, so the dealer around here is not going to work on my trailer because I bought it from a trailer dealership in Oklahoma. So they're going to be like, nah, man, because I didn't talk to him on the phone and he told me that. You know what I mean? So he said, man, why'd you buy a trailer from my area? Now it's going to be hard to get to work on them. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't plan on having it long enough for you to have to work on it. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to sell this one and give me another new one. I'm not fitting to go out there in no field with no ragged ass trailer and dump it and it be slaying and all that. You know what I'm saying? New trailer,
You can just let that baby up and it's coming out. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna have to worry about all that. Yeah. I already don't get no sleep, and I don't want to have to work on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to come home, switch the key off, and go inside and go to bed. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to come out here and tinker with this and do that and blah 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 blah. So, you know, I try to keep the shit right, you know, or whatever. So, anyway.
But this truck, I try to keep it up, and it's hard to do though, boy, when it works every day. I mean, it is when you working every day. I mean, you got all kind of like that bag over there, you know, this on the other side. I seen it. I knew it was gonna get hung on something because them fenders and all that stuff on the back and all. And I was like, dang it. I said, I better pull it, but I didn't. And that bag got melted to that thing, and I seen it when I said, on the day I got to go do this, that happens, you know. Yeah, I love Smart Freight. I mean, sometimes I get paid same day if I get the tickets turned in early enough, so I try to get the tickets turned in, you know, like at 11, before 11 o'clock, you know what I mean? It's always there, and it's never been a problem, never had to worry, you know, never nothing like that. I mean, and I've been doing it for, I don't know, what, 2 or 3, maybe 4 years now, I guess, I don't know.